afternoon, everybody, and welcome to UticaTV Overtime. I'm Jermaine Trotter.
And my name's Corinne Bush. We are so excited to be bringing you up to date on all the Utica athletics.
Alrighty, Utica University's men's tennis defeats SUNY Delhi with a score of 63. Utica is now 3-1 on the season thanks to leaders like Damian Bruce and LJ Nuzzo winning the first doubles 8-3. The rest of the double games ended similarly, as the second doubles match ended 8-5.
Damian Bruce also led the way in the singles matches. Dominating his matchup, he won both sets with a score of 6-7 and 6-3. Utica stole 4 out of the 6 singles matches to complete their victory this past Wednesday.
Women's lacrosse defeated Hartwick this past week with a loop-sided score of 15-6 for their first conference win of the season.
Senior midfielder Lexi Skatius led the team with a total of 6 points. The Pioneers were up 8-4 by halftime and outscored Hartwick 7-2 in the final 30 minutes of play to solidify their 6th win of the year. Senior
goalie Carrera Freire had the saves on the day to close out with the win.
During that Wednesday's women lacrosse win, the baseball team was facing off against Cobleskill in a one-off non-conference matchup. Utica entered the game on a 3-game winning streak.
The Pioneers jumped out to an early 1-0 lead with an RBI single from catcher Nathan Yates. Freshman Cody Konsekazek did his best to keep Cobleskill in check, allowing 2 runs in 3 innings of work.
Cobleskill used big 5th and 6th innings to take over the game 10-1, but the Pioneers would not lay down that easy. Senior utility man Michael Muttner roped a single up the middle for 2 runs in a big 8th inning. Power bat Joe Batista joined the party in the 9th with a 2-run homer, but it would be too little, too late this time around.
Despite Mutineers 3 for 4 days at the plate with 3 runs, Cobleskill came out on top 10-6.
A nice piece of history was accomplished for Utica track and field this weekend as the school hosted its first outdoor track meet on the brand new Pioneer Turf Complex.
Superstar stroller Janae Fed dominated once again. The junior took home his first place in both the shot and put and discuss events. The 4x400 team also turned in a great performance on the day. Running without one of the best members, the girls still ran a great time for first place at the meet.
Laura Mead was a part of that team and also helped the Pioneers score with 2 separate second-place finishes in the 100-meter hurdles and the long jump.
On the men's side of the action, it was a good day as well.
No surprise here, but All-American thrower took home first in both the shot put and discus events. Logan, always looking to one-up his last performance, hit a new personal best in the final round of discus throws.
The throwing success continued with freshman Justice Sabali as he turned into first-place performance on the javelin throws.
If it weren't for an injury to former All-American Kashawn Washington, he likely would have taken home his first in the triple jump. His only jump on the day was recorded in at a 14.25. The only way to describe his jump compared to other competitors is different.
With multiple other podium positions for the Pioneers, it was definitely a successful day on the track.
After a tough-fought win at Russell Sage, the men's lacrosse team looked to keep the momentum rolling in a home matchup this past Saturday versus Keuka. The Wolves came into this game 2-4 on the season with an Empire 8 conference record of 0-1 compared to Utica's 1-0 record in conference play.
The men started off hot, scoring 5 of their 10 goals in the first quarter alone. 8 separate Pioneers found the back of the nets. This game included 2 goal performances by freshman Mitty Connor Constanza and sophomore Mitty Caden Frey. The Pioneers ended up coming away with the win 10-4 as they look to continue this win streak going into the out-of-conference matchup versus the University of Scranton.
The Utica baseball team had another Empire 8 doubleheader this past Monday as they faced off against the St. John Fisher Cardinals. Earlier in the week, the Pioneers split a series at Fisher's Place, so they looked to keep that momentum going into this home series.
The first game was rough from the start for the Pioneers as they gave out 21s in the first 4 innings. At this point, it was too late for a comeback, but junior shortstop Brendan May go 1 for 2 at the plate to go along with a run hit in by junior center fielder Joe Crossley. The Pioneers ended up losing the first game as they looked to bounce back in the second.
The second game of the series was again at all Fisher as their bats continued to roll, scoring a total of 15 runs. Utica's offense did have a couple of nice hits, including a single by third baseman Michael Mutner, which ended up bringing home 2 runs.
The Pioneers' pitchers was definitely not themselves this series, allowing 35 total runs and losing the second game, 15-2 in 7 innings. The Pioneers will have a chance to get back on track in another Empire 8 doubleheader versus Utica this weekend.
Coming off a series sweep on the road against Elmira, the softball team comes back home for a doubleheader today. SUNY Poly comes into town for 2 games at 3 and 5 p.m.
The Wildcats are 3-10 on the year, making this matchup a good one for the Pioneers. If the girls can put together back-to-back wins here, the second could really be taking a turn for the better.
With plenty of Empire 8 competition left to play and some momentum brewing, this is a huge set of games for the softball squad. We hope to see the team get to double-digit wins today.
Coming off a tough loss to Hutton College this past weekend, the men's tennis team will look to get back on track today against Oswego State, sitting at 3-2. The men's team is looking to put together possibly their best season in program history.
With Oswego also coming off a recent loss to Houghton, this matchup is set up to be a good one. Each of the 9 matches will be important as the team looks to put up its 4th win of the year.
The men's lacrosse team will have a chance to extend their win streak to 3 this Wednesday versus Scranton Royals. This game looks to be a good one, as the 2 teams have 6 wins on the year.
The Pioneers have been great at home this year as 3 of their 6 wins have come at Gaetano Stadium. The game will be held right there at Gaetano Stadium at 4 o'clock.
The women's lacrosse team has had a tremendous start to the season, sitting at 6-2 after 8 games. It has been a week since they last played in a win against Hartwick. Tonight at 7, they will face off against Sage College in a conference matchup.
4 of the Pioneers' last 6 games are in conference games, so the wins will mean a little bit more for the rest of the season. Sitting at 2nd place in the Empire 8 standings, the girls or ladies are ring chasing this year.
The self-proclaimed young team has a very bright future, but is looking to make their mark felt now.
Utica University's women's water polo team will face off against Hamilton College on Thursday, April 14th at 6:30 p.m.
The Pioneers look to break their 7-game losing streak as they are 0-7 on the season.
The Pioneers' last outing was against Washington and Jefferson College that ended in a score of 18-3.
The women's water polo team is looking to build some momentum for this Thursday's game that will be held at Utica University in the Clark Athletic Center's pool.
The women's softball team will have 2 home doubleheaders this week, the second being this Saturday versus Russell Sage. The ladies are 3-3 in conference play this year as they look to extend to 5-3 versus a solid Russell Sage team.
The Pioneers' offense has been great this year with a team batting average of 217 to go along with just over 90 RBIs. The first game will be held at 1 and the second game at 3. We hope to see you all there.
Utica University's men's lacrosse team will enter Empire 8 conference play versus St. John Fisher this Saturday, April 16th at 1 p.m. The Pioneers are 6-4 on the season and 2-0 in conference play, looking to extend the lead to 3-0.
5th-ranked St. John's Fisher will be a good matchup for the boys this weekend as they defend their home field at Gaetano Stadium at Utica University. So be sure to tune in and support the Pioneers this weekend.
The men's baseball team will face off at Utica College this Friday at 1 p.m., despite the home game loss on Monday against St. John Fisher.
The team hopes to get back on track to take home wins for the upcoming game in the remainder of the season. If victory sets in will be the Pioneers' 12th win of the season.
After a big series versus Empire 8 opponent Russell Sage, the men's baseball team will have an out-of-conference matchup next Tuesday versus the Bombers of Ithaca.
The Bombers have had a great season so far as they come into the game with an overall record of 17-7. Utica's pitching staff will have to step it up if they want to compete with this tough Boomers team. The game will be held at the baseball field at 4. And that's all the Utica sports we have for you this week. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with everything going on in Utica athletics.
Check out our Instagram for even more sports content, from the Moose Minute series to live score updates on our story. And don't forget to
Fear the Moose.